They want to consider all the possibilities, they want to speak with many clubs, and so nothing has been approved yet. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And after the many big news of the week, we are during the weekend and we enter into the situation of Kane, Arda, Guler, also something to say from Saudi because they're very serious on some more players. And I wanted to touch with you also on the situation of Colwill at Chelsea. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, I'm always receiving many questions about the situation of Kane because we know that during the week Bayern for the very first time submitted a bid for Kane, 70 million euros plus add-ons, absolutely not enough to convince Tottenham. It was not even a negotiation. Tottenham immediately said no to that kind of possibility and they didn't consider that bid as something concrete or serious. So the intention of Daniel Levy, Tottenham chairman, remains the same, no intention to sell the player, and the idea is to continue with Kane, to have a conversation, a direct conversation between Kane and Ange Postecoglou to discuss about the project and to understand how to continue together. What's also real is that Kane is open to make a move to Bayern. This is the reality. Kane hasn't told at the moment to Tottenham that he wants to leave, but at the same time, the feeling on Bayern side is that Kane is open to make a move. He knows that Thomas Tuchel really wants him, and so it depends more on the clubs than on the players, at least at this point. Then let's see what kind of position Kane will have in the next days. But the reality is that Bayern have no intention to give up. From Bayern, they are prepared to attack the situation again. They will sign an important striker in the summer. They also had contacts, we know, for Osimhen, for Dusan Vlahovic, for Randal Colomwani. So all players who are in the list at Bayern, but now they want to try again for Kane. So they will take some time, then they will submit a new proposal. Let's see if it's going to be verbal or official, but Bayern will try again for Kane. It's not going to be easy because Tottenham want to fight to keep the player and Levy will make it more than complicated, but Bayern want to try again. So let's see how that will go, but for Spurs, this is going to be a crucial moment of their summer after having very good deals in Guglielmo Vicario and James Maddison for £40 million. So let's follow this Kane situation in the next days. Let's follow also what happens around Arda Guler, this super talent born in 2005, Fenerbahce player. I told you guys it was an exclusive news. I told you a few weeks ago about the release clause, 17.5 million euros, but I also told you for days and days this is not a kind of normal clause. For example, Liverpool triggers 70 million clause for Dominic Szoboszlai, and the player today is on Merseyside to have his medical and sign the contract. This is not the process for Arda Guler. In this case, Fenerbahce are 100% involved. The player side is 100% involved because when you want to trigger the clause, it's always formally the player triggering the clause, and so you need to convince the player. And at the moment, from what I'm hearing on Arda Guler's side, they want to consider all the possibilities, they want to speak with many clubs, and so nothing has been approved yet. What's real is also that Fenerbahce are really pushing, thanks to the relationship they have with the player side, to have the player at least for one more season at Fenerbahce before letting him go in summer 2024. And so what happened? That during the week, Deco, Barcelona director, as revealed by the president Juan Laporta, has been in Istanbul to have direct contacts, not just with Fenerbahce, but especially with Arda Guler. What we can confirm is that Barca made kind of verbal but concrete proposal, concrete bid to Arda Guler. So they presented their project for the future, but they also presented kind of bid to the player. It's about the salary, it's about how to think about the future together. What's the plan? The plan of Barca would be to bring Arda Guler in summer 2024, not now, but to sign him now to avoid competition. So this is the idea presented by Barca. But also in these conversations, Barca have been very honest. At the moment, they still have to understand how to proceed on the financial side with the financial fair play, because we know that the priority, and I keep saying that, for Barca is Vitor Roque. So Barca have an agreement in principle for Vitor Roque with Atletico Paranaense. They have to clarify something about the structure of the add-ons, the taxes, the commission, but they had an agreement, a verbal agreement in principle with Atletico Paranaense, but still waiting to sign because of the financial fair play situation and the approval of La Liga. So this is a crucial point. Vitor Roque is the priority. Arda Guler is another player they want to sign for the future, but it's really important to understand for Barca how they can move. So at the moment it was just a conversation on player side to present a project and to present a bid to the player. Now let's see what Arda Guler will decide, because it's true that many clubs want him. I can say that from what I understand, the Spanish league, so La Liga, is the priority for Arda, but let's see how that will go. Mentioning talents, Colwill, Chelsea centre-back, fantastic talent, who did a fantastic season on loan at Brighton. It's true that Brighton are still dreaming of Colwill and they're going to insist in the next weeks, but The reality, guys, at this point is that, yes, Chelsea offered Levy Colwill a new contract. It was a verbal conversation with his agent, but from Levy Colwill's side, it was kind of, wait, we don't want to discuss anything now. So Levy Colwill is not in negotiations with Chelsea now. It's not about the salary. It's more about the project. Levy Colwill doesn't want to be a backup player. He wants to be an important player. He wants to have kind of guaranteed game time. He wants to feel important. Otherwise, he would be prepared to move. But the reality is also that Chelsea have no intention to negotiate. He still has a long contract at Chelsea, not super long, but long enough to allow Chelsea to control the situation. And they insist in saying that they want Levy Colwill as part of the project, as a crucial project also for next season. They also sold Kalidou Koulibaly because they want to give time to Levy Colwill. So the conversation is going to take place after the under-21 Euros. So Levy Colwill will have his time to speak to Mauricio Pochettino and to the club to understand the situation. But Chelsea will insist again because they still hope for him to sign a new long-term deal and to stay at Chelsea. And then, guys, we finish with Saudi because Jota from Celtic is really close to Al Ittihad. The agreement with the player is done and the two clubs are finalizing the contracts and the documents. So Jota to Al Ittihad together with Kanté and Benzema is really close. And then Take Kubo received a very big proposal from Saudi. From what I'm hearing, more than what was reported yesterday. This is around 50 million euros per season, but at the moment there is still nothing agreed, also because Real Sociedad are convinced that at the end Take Kubo will stay at the club. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, starting of course with Kane, Arda, Guler, Levy Colwill, the Saudi moves. Let me know your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.